In this video, we are going through an Affinity Designer tutorial for beginners in 2025. So it's going to be a step-by-step Affinity guide, and it's going to be completely easy to follow. And of course, Affinity Designer is one of the most powerful budget-friendly design tools out there. So by the end of this tutorial, you will know how to navigate the interface, use key tools, and create your very first design project. So let's get started. The first thing that you will need to do is simply go and open a browser. Once you open a browser, you will need to go to this URL section and simply just type affiliate or affinity designer, and you can just add demo after it as an example. Once you do so, because it's paid, you can get your 7 days free trial and no obligation. You don't need a card, you don't need anything. Just go and click on the first link, and here you can go and click on try it for free. Once you click on that, as you can see, here you'll just have to enter your email address. So once you do so, let's say example, whatever email address you have, of course, for me, already done this. So once you go and do so, you will get a link on your email address. So let me just go and look for Affinity. Or let me just go, I guess it was yesterday. So right, here is the email. As you can see, verify your email address. So as you can see, all you need to do, just click on verify your email address, and they will basically take you to download the version of for Windows, Mac, or iPad, or whatever you're using. Once you download it, you'll need to install it, the software, and launch it. So as an example, for me, I already have it here downloaded. Let me just go and open it up. And as you can see, this is going to be it. Of course, for you, if it's your first time, they will ask you to log in into your account. So an example for me, I still have 5 days into the trial or the free trial. Of course, you can go and buy it now if you want to. It's one time purchase. You can get it for Windows only for this price, or if you want for Windows, Mac, and iPad if you want to for this price. For me, I'm just going to click on continue trial. Once you open it for the first time, you should find yourself here on this using Affinity for the first time. So here you should find lessons for you to get started. So learn the basics behind this beautiful Camilla Falsini illustration. So here as you can see some videos that you can download and you'll be able to see. So 6-minute lesson, 6-minute lesson. This is to check what's possible by exploring features at artwork. As you can see, just small videos, as you can see. So if you watch them all, you will get used to it already. You don't need this video if you watch all of those. As you can see, those lessons are very important if you want to go and look them up all. So for us, once we start with this, just go and close the browser and unlock this or full screen this. So first of all, you'll need to get familiar with the interface. Once inside Affinity or Affinity Designer, you will see as example a lot of tools here on the left, and as you can see some colors here, some transform here, navigator history, and as you can see here some stuff at the top, which is file, edit, text, layer, selects, view, window, and help. So, and as you can see some tools here also at the top that you'll be able to use once you select one of these tools here. So this is the main stuff that you can, as you can see here in Affinity Designer. How about we start by creating a new document? So you can go to file here and click on new. And as you can see, you can choose which is the type of the document that you want to create. Is it a letter, A4, page, whatever you want. As you can see, you have a lot of options here. You can choose the one that suits your needs. For me, I'm just going to keep it a letter. Of course, you can change the layout of it. Here, you'll be able to choose also the colors, the margins as well. You'll be able to change them, bleed, and scale. Totally up to you. For me, I'm just going to keep everything natural and click on create. Once I click on create, I'll be able, as you can see now, to start using the tools that were kind of hidden. So now, once we are here, of course, like if you don't want to create like a page, you can go and create something that is better for you, which is like, I don't know, uh, let me just look for something like that, like the web or for specific designs or devices. Like, let's just say you can look for something like iPad. As you can see, a lot of stuff here, as you can see. You can also just look for whatever you want, something like the web, or of course this is if you want to look for something depending on devices. Let me just look, as you can see, for web and a lot of other stuff. So for me, I'm just going to choose this web, and I am going to choose like this option right here. And what I'll do here is simply change this page width, so to make it like the opposite, I'm just going to do the opposite. and 80, and that should be good. So I'm gonna make it like that for me. And as you can see, here we are. Now we can start working on that. You can start, as example, by creating some basic shapes and objects. If you go here in the left panel, you'll find a lot of tools. If you go and hover this is an example, an artboard tool. If you click on it, you'll be able to start making your artboard, as example here. And of course, like there are a lot of tools. I would advise you to go and click on each tool and start doing like random stuff. Why? Because this will help you, as example, of course, read it, like first of all, and like keep working with it. So just go and do some random stuff until you get used to it. Because what is the best way to learn something is simply by using it. If you use it, you will get used to it. So you can keep clicking on stuff as example here. Of course, as I said, first of all, if you don't understand something, just go and read it. So as example, stroke with tool. As example, like vector brush, it's gonna be brushing. Like knife tool, probably it's gonna cut something. As example, just say I don't know, I'm cutting this away from this to select just this side from something, and etc. Here we have like the flood or the fill example, so we can choose a color and fill like something here, and gradient tools example to use some gradients for some specific area. As you can see here, place tool to place some images example from your stuff, and crop tool if you want to crop a specific thing. As you can see, you can also group them all, or click as you can see, you can crop some stuff in here. Yeah, as you can see here, some shapes that you can enter. So as you can see, a lot of things. If you click in here, you'll be able to find a lot of things to add. And those, first of all, I went through them all to see, like, example, I would advise you, first of all, to do that. This is very important. Why? It will help you, like, understand the tools to start. It's very important to do so. So, as we said, let's just start by creating some simple shapes. Like here, let's just go and create, I'm just gonna keep this one. This one is good. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep this one is good. So, yeah, this is good. So, as you can see now, we can go and click, of course, here. Click on the move tool and you will be able to drag it around. Because if you're still in here, as you can see, you'll just create another one. So you'll always have to change the tools to drag stuff. Now you can go and fill this example with the color if you want to. So you can go and click on it and fill it with the color. We can change the color example from here to whatever we want. For example, blue. Of course, I can even choose maybe a lighter blue a little bit, a darker blue as example, and a lot of other stuff. Of course, you can also choose the opacity of it, of the color that you choose in, etc. So totally up to you. And yeah, this is, as example, one of the stuff that you can do. Other than that, you can try other shapes like triangle. And as you can see, if you click on a small option here, so there is like the option right here, and there is like a small arrow. If you click on it, you'll be able to open a lot of other stuff, like an arrows, like arrow tool. As you can see, a lot of stuff that you can do. Maybe I'll just go and do that with the green color. And of course, oh, sorry, I'll have to click on this again and move it around. Of course, there is like this corner tool that you'll be able to adjust some corners example if you want to. As you can see here, we have this gradient tool. Where is it? Like this gradient tool example. So if you want to make some gradients on a specific area example, maybe this, like this. I don't know. It's totally up to you. Other than that, of course, here if you want to add like your own image, I don't know. Let's just go and add here this image example, and you'll be able to add this wherever you want. Of course, you can add this or do whatever you want with it. Of course, we can also adjust the corners again of it. We'll be able to do so. Just go example and drag it around here. Just adjust the corners example of it. Have to click on it and oh, because it's like it's an image, I will not be able to do so, but it's fine. Of course, one of the other things that will help you, as example, get through this or will help you, as example, understand this faster is there is some options, as you can see. So if when I hover something, I'll find an A. So if I wanted to use this tool, if I want to make my or work faster, I can just go and use those gold shortcuts. So this counter tool, I'll need to click on O to activate it. If I want like the pen, I'll have to click on P and I'll be able to start using the pen. If I want, for example, the pencil, I can click on N. For example, start using the pencil. As you can see, these shortcuts can help you a lot if you want to use them. As you can see, a knife tool, like flood filler tool, R example, as you can see, you'll be able to use a lot of stuff of that. Also, like the move tool, which is the most important one, I guess, especially once you need to move something. And yeah, that's basically what you'll need as a beginner. just some of the stuff that I didn't mention. Maybe you can add some text, for example, if you want to. You'll be able to add whatever text you want. And yeah, as I said, like this is most of the stuff that you will need as a beginner. You can just go and start adding your styles, text, whatever you want, layers, groups, add colors, gradient. And once you finish, of course, with editing all of those stuff, you'll be able now to export it. You can go back, sorry, to File, as you can see at the top, and here you'll be able to export it. And you'll be able to export it as however you want, like as a PNG, and of course, you also change the size of it. As you can see here, PNG, GIF, a lot of stuff like CFG. So choose whatever you want, click on export, and as you can see, they'll tell you to export it wherever you want. And once it's exported, you'll be able to simply find it where you export it. So as an example, we export it here, I believe so. And yeah, here we are. So I'll just open it now as a photo. And as you can see, here we are. This is what we make. Of course, it's random. I just try to show you like the tools, but for you, you can unleash your true designer and make the stuff that's gonna, as example, make you happy. Of course, this is basically just for beginners. As I said, if you want more stuff, you can get more help on getting on advanced level, example of that. And that should be it for me in this video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.